That's what we want.
Listen, I'm so grateful that I embarked on this. You know, I've never been a person to this at this magnitude, at this kind of relaxation, or just enjoying my time with you. I was very uptight, and I was very uncomfortable with myself.
Did you feel any better after you worked out when you were young like that?
Absolutely, but my works out. You know what? The best thing that ever happened to me that I retired from boxing, because of me working out and me getting, I was so intense with this. My whole objective was hurting people and wanting to be the best, and my ego took over, and I'm like Tyson, I'm the best to ever live, and all this bullshit. And dealing with my partner Rob Hickman, I happened to embark on this, come across this thing called the Toad. Are you familiar with the Toad?
Yeah, what you're talking about is 5-methoxy-dimethyltryptamine.
Oh, that's it right there, yeah.
Yeah.
And I came across that, and I smoked this, I don't know, this medicine, drug, whatever you want to call it and stuff. And I've never been the same. I look at life different. I look at people differently. And the experience I can't even express, really. It's almost like dying and being reborn.
Yeah, I had the exact same experience. That's what it felt like to me, too. Like you stop existing. The 5-methoxys, there's two...
Tell me, what's the deal with that? What the hell's going on here?
5-methoxy is produced by your brain, but what it is it's DMT with an oxygen molecule attached to it. So regular DMT is N,N-dimethyltryptamine, and then 5-methoxy-dimethyltryptamine is DMT with like there's a very subtle change to the molecule, and that subtle change, for some reason, takes away the visuals. You've done regular DMT too, right?
Yes.
Regular DMT is rich with visuals, very strange, bright, colorful, impossible to describe visuals.
It's inconceivable.
Inconceivable is the best way to put it.
Yeah, inconceivable.
Yeah. But
I try to explain it to some people, my wives, and it's just I don't have the words to explain it.
That's exactly what I always say. I've done a terrible job explaining it to everybody. Every time I've tried, it just doesn't work. But all those things, they give you perspective.
It's almost like you're dying. You're submissive, you're humble, you know what I mean, you're vulnerable, but you're invincible, still in awe. You know, it's just that weird feeling.
Well, you feel like you're part of the universe. When you're separate from your ego, you realize this whole thing, you're a part of this whole thing, and this whole thing is unstoppable. It's a gigantic, huge, all-encompassing, almost like a living thing. Life.
You know, Joan, this is what I also realized, too, after going through that experience. You realize how insignificant you are sometimes without your ego.
Yes.
You know, you realize, wow, you're not really much that you really thought you were.
Yeah, you are and you aren't. Obviously, you are in everyday life. I mean, you go places, you have a dramatic effect on people. You mean a lot. You mean a lot to those people.